board game Bentos works is that we play a game, get inspiration from it, create the parts of the bento meal, and then at the end, put it all together to reveal and taste the bento inspired by the board game. Let's get started. Today, I have the house all to myself, which can only mean one thing: board games. Thankfully, there are some board games out there that work well for a single player, and that is specifically why I got Wingspan. It has an Automa feature for solo play. Don't get me wrong, I love video games, but sometimes it is so satisfying to actually physically interact with the cards and the dice and all the pieces. So let's check it out. I have the Wingspan board game set up for solo play. So this is sort of my area here, and then this is the Automa's area. My special bonus card is Cartographer, so I'm interested in birds with geography terms in their names. Automa's interested in birds that build platform nests. I'm going to be playing as the yellow cubes, and the Automa is going to be playing as the blue cubes. I'll take regular player actions, and the Automa has a random deck of actions which will decide what it does. I really like the dice rolling tower that it comes with. It's shaped like a birdhouse, and as well the little egg tokens and the little bird food tokens are kind of bright and fun. For my first action, I'm going to play a bird. So a white-throated swift right here. Might get a cost. Now it's the Automa's turn. So in round one it gets an egg. For my next action, I'm going to gain some food. I'm going to take the worm. Automa's going to get another egg this time. Final score of this game was 93 points for the Automa and 62 points for me. I need to think of some ideas that I can use for the bento box. Obviously the first one is birds, wings. There's also food types. The seeds and the fish and the rodents, insects and the fruit. As has been pointed out to me, the little egg tokens in the game actually look like a candy. It's not the right season for candy eggs, so I don't know if I can find them, but I'll try. Another thing I might be able to make use of is all the different, those different nests and habitats. There's actually a lot of different things in this game I might be able to make use of. Let's see what I can find. I'm ready to get started on the bento inspired by Wingspan the Board Game. For the first element, I need some rice. I was going to get some brown rice, but then I found this instead. It's a mixture of 4 different kinds of rice: white rice, red rice, brown rice, and black rice. And I thought it looked kind of interesting, so I'm going to cook it and let's see what we get. For the next element of my bento, I'm going to try to make some birdseed bites. So in the yellow container here, I've got some flour, some baking powder, and a little bit of salt. And then in the other bowl here, I've got zucchini, corn, along with some soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil. And so I'm going to mix these two together. Okay, so I've got these mixed. I'm going to add just a little bit of cold water to try to make a bit of a dough here. That works. I just need it to hold its shape. Okay, this looks good. So I'm going to take little bits of this, and then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to roll it around in these sesame seeds so it gets covered in sesame seeds and kind of looks like a little bird seed bite. All right. And once it's covered, I'm going to bake these for about 15 minutes at 350 degrees. And here's what the birdseed bites look like before they go in the oven. I think they're kind of looking like birdseed, but we'll see what happens after they get baked. For the third element for this Wingspan inspired bento, I've cut up some chicken thigh into pieces, and now I'm just going to cook it on the stove. I've got the chicken cooked, and now I'm going to add some teriyaki sauce and stir it. And the chicken is ready. So for the fruit part of this bento, I've got some slices of a mini watermelon, and I want to make some feathers, so I just drew a feather on a piece of paper and I transferred that to a piece of parchment paper. So I'm going to put this on the watermelon and hopefully be able to cut out a feather shape, in theory. The nice thing is the parchment paper sticks well to the watermelon. Hopefully we'll see how this goes. All right, the moment of truth. It's not the moment of truth. It's the moment of watermelon is stuck. Let's try it. Nope. Yes. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. I might have to clean it up a little bit here, but I think it looks like a feather. So I'm going to finish cutting all these feathers out of the watermelon. Actually, you know, I thought of something else in the refrigerator that also might make a good feather. Alright, the bento is ready and I am very excited, even though I know what's inside. So let's take a look. So for the first layer, we have some spinach leaves, and then we have a nest of that mixed rice, and in the nest we have some teriyaki chicken, garnished with some green onion, and then towards the top we have the birdseed bites. On the bottom, we have our watermelon feathers, and I was able to make some feathers out of some cucumber I had. And then we have some cherries, and I was able to find the candy-coated chocolate eggs that look like the token in the game. I was very excited about that. All right, I'm excited to try the teriyaki chicken here. Very good. Yeah, it's teriyaki chicken. How can you go wrong with that? Try some of the rice. The rice is good. It kind of tastes a lot like brown rice. It's not mushy, but it's not hard either. You can kind of tell the individual grains. It's really good. I get this kind of rice again. And I'm really curious about these birdseed bites, how they turned out. Just take my fingers here. So they're very fluffy on the inside. I'll taste this here. There's definitely some nutty from the sesame seeds and the sesame seed oil. A little bit of sweetness from the corn. That's actually really good. Now I'm going to try one of my watermelon feathers. It's very refreshing. And then we have the cherries and the candy. These are sweet cherries. I'm really excited. Grab one here. Yeah, those are delicious. The symbol for fruits and berries in the game was cherry, so I was very lucky that cherries were in season for this. Also very lucky that I could find these candies. It's also sort of out of season for egg candies. Can't go wrong with candy-coated chocolate. This is absolutely delicious. I had a lot of fun playing Wingspan, and I'm going to really enjoy eating this bento. It's one of my favorite foods. And I really look forward to the next board game bento challenge. Thank you so much for watching. I'm excited to get started on this video.